Hello and welcome to Squabble, a noisy quarrel about something petty or trivial. I'm Carter,
And I'm Jacob.
and last week we've had a lot of nice stuff. I didn't tell you this before we started recording, Jacob, but
Okay.
I'm gonna do some announcements.
Okay, go for it. That's fine by me.
Last week, we had a lot of new videos come out, especially on the Patreon. We had Jacob tries snacks.
What?
And we had some
Meme
gummy bear
compilations.
trick shots video. Yes, some meme compilations. Those last two are on the Patreon only. So we've had a lot of exclusive Patreon stuff lately.
I haven't even seen one of those, so I mean,
Yeah,
I'm missing out
he's not a Patreon, and then just some regulars on the YouTube channel. So I recommend going to the YouTube channel and browsing around.
Yes.
And then 2, going to check out Patreon. Look, $1.
$1 and you get to see all this extra content.
Yes, literally $1 a month, which is only $12 in an entire year.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Like, I mean, you accidentally misplaced
Like on
$12
my
after
lid.
the entire year, right? So like
Yeah, if you count up all
$12
the
the
change
entire
you
year,
drop, leave.
$1 a month. I mean, come on, how much do you get paid an hour? $1 a month is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something to you because you get to see exclusive videos, and it greatly helps us. And,
It really does.
And we love you for it. So I recommend that for you and for you.
I do
Jacob.
too. Yeah. Is that all your announcements?
That's everything.
Well, in other news, it's your birthday this week.
It was my birthday this week.
As of filming it, it's today. But it won't be when this comes out.
Right.
But so I took the liberty. You wrote me a little song.
I did write you a song last
So
time.
as with everything, I had to one up him, and I wrote him a better song.
Not that it was difficult to one-up me, considering...
You did it in a literal day.
Yeah, I
one
recorded that song in a day, and I recorded it very early in the morning because Jacob wasn't awake, and that's why my
Yeah.
voice sounded so terrible in it.
Yeah.
But, like, it was for
Now,
comedic effect anyway.
This isn't a surprise for Carter. He knew he hasn't heard it, so that'll be a surprise. But he did know I was writing one.
Yeah. So,
So I guess we can listen to that.
you wanna play
I
it?
did. I took a little bit longer than a week. I took a little bit longer than a day. I took like a week.
yeah, and other than... This is the song, and then... other than that, we have some stories for you.
Yes, it's
Nice.
our July recap kind of.
Yeah, July recap.
Yes.
Even though it's not technically the end of July.
Some exciting things have already happened.
Right. But
So-
you want to play the song?
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready.
Carter looks so much sharper. I can't compliment you enough, bro, but here's a starter like Peter Parker, but you're even smarter. And you're the fastest Mario Karter. You never smell bad, yeah, you ain't no farter. I'm always looking up to you, even though you're short. You're top supporter, no disorder. You're cuter than a dime, you're a full-blown quarter. Always moving forward, keep recording. I just wish you were happy, but they don't ignore it. Ooh, yeah, you're looking so hot. I'm wondering if in comparison I'm not. You're fresh like Jay-Z, getting all the ladies. Work ethic so dope, yeah, you'll never see him lazy. Drives me crazy, so amazing. Don't see him like this, boy, your vision's hazy. You'll never see him lose, he'll never sing the blues if you believe it or not. Okay, he can't handle his blues, he should be in the news. I talk about him a lot. Ha ha, yeah, that's the song. I know it wasn't very long, but hey, man, you get what you can get. I hope you liked it, cause I'm not getting you a gift. Wait, what? Brain shift. Happy birthday, man. You're the shit. Stop rapping, please. Nah, I can't resist. Cause my bro is older. Let's have 3 hip hoorays. Well, you get the gist. Another year goes by. Hope you get a kiss. It's a celebration, so raise your fist. 20-year-old Carter, he'll be missed. Happy birthday, bro. Hope it's the best one yet. Just keep living it up. Love you, man. No, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wow, that was really good, actually.
See, I thought it was pretty good. Thank you.
Do you have the lyrics? With
Yeah,
you?
I do. You can look through them. Some of my favorites are my bro is older, so let's have 3 hip hoorays. Well, you get the gist. You don't have to go through all hip hips. You can read through it if you want.
Man. That was pretty good. I love that track too.
How you?
That was spicy. Yeah. It was really old school.
It was really
old
cool. So I
rap.
wanted to put some like some old trumpets, but I had a week, so I was like,
That's really good.
Like Peter Parker, but you're even smarter. That's good.
And you're the fastest Mario Carter.
Yeah,
That
and
was,
did you hear my background? I
that's
went,
good.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, I love that. That was good.
Yeah. You never smell bad? Yeah, yeah. Joke about the never smell bad. Yeah, he's not a farter. As a kid, we used to say Carter the farter, and he would get really mad.
I would.
So he's not a farter, is what I'm saying.
Wow, thank you.
You're cuter than a dime. You're a full blown quarter. That's a good one.
I didn't catch that one.
Because
That's
cute
really
as a
good.
dime is like a thing people say. And
It
Carter
is.
always calls himself quarter.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I also really like, oh, yeah, you're looking so hot. I'm wondering if in comparison, I'm not.
That is pretty good.
And then the beat
You're
switch.
fresh like Jay-Z. Get all the ladies. Work ethic so dope. Yeah, you'll never see him lazy. Drives me crazy. So amazing. Don't see him like this, boy. Your vision's hazy.
And then the
That's
beat
good.
switch. You'll never see him lose. You hear I said he can handle his booze because it's his 21st birthday.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
And then,
He should be in the news. Wow.
Yeah, the lots.
I must say, I submit. You was better than mine. last
Thank you. I know you weren't expecting much.
I was expecting it to be more of a song than mine. Mine was
Because
more of a
you- yeah.
jingle, I would say.
Yours is more
but
of a
I was
jingle.
not expecting something that I'd listen to again.
Thank you. Yeah, right.
That was really
I'm
good.
digging it. Yeah, I know. I like the then the end part where it like trails off. That
Yeah,
part.
that was good. I'm out of here. Yeah, it definitely sounded like some Fresh Prince stuff.
Yeah, it was old. It was old school. Except for
Yeah.
I went to a little bit of the you'll never see the triplet beat with the new in the middle
Yeah, like
there.
I could see that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I listened to that, but it was like Will Smith. You know, back in his rapping days.
Yeah,
that was
right,
a
yeah.
classic Will Smith.
It was wow.
Oh, you got a text.
Phone just buzzed.
Wow, that was good
Thank you. I
stuff.
appreciate it. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Do you want to get into the stories now?
yeah. We can move on with the episode. So it's July.
It is July, and I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for something I'm about to do.
Oh no.
I have a can of Mountain Dew here. And,
You don't have to apologize. That's a satisfying noise. Let's all be
is
quiet
it?
for it.
So
Yeah.
should I put it in front of the mic then?
Yes. Not too close. That's nice. That's really nice. That's very nice. Very nice.
So if that was some ASMR, I'm sorry for those. And we've been actually requested a lot of people,
To do an ASMR
and I mean like a
episode.
lot of people have requested to do an ASMR
Yeah,
episode.
it's frightening why you guys want that so much.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know why.
So like maybe honestly, I think we should because we're here for you.
Yeah. We are
but
slaves
I don't
to
want
your
to.
views. I'd do it. I would do it. I can do an
I don't know.
ASMR for the rest of the video.
Yeah, that's a yikes from me.
Moist.
We still have yet to think of a name for this segment we're doing.
Story time. No,
Yeah.
it's not very original.
Yeah, it's not
but
original at all. Basically, well, that's what it is. This is story time. Every
Yeah.
month, we're going to kind of sum up the month in a story
Yes.
or two, and like one episode per month.
Mhm.
We did it in June. This is the second episode of that.
Yes.
But I don't know. We don't have a name for it.
No, so if you guys have ideas, please send them to us.
And-
Comment them on Instagram or comment them on the YouTube video.
So
wherever you
far,
want.
both episodes, both segments, have contained a music for each other, a piece of.
They have.
a
Well, yeah,
birthday,
maybe
something.
that should be the next thing. I mean, we're going to run out of birthdays
So
next
every
month.
time, so every once a month, we write a little jingle
Yeah, you're
for
up
each
next.
other. So I'm up next, so I have to write something for you.
If you want.
Okay,
If we're
I'm into
starting
that.
this. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fun.
I don't know what we've just committed ourselves to, but
I'm good. I love it. I love making little jingles.
okay, then little jingles it is.
Little Jingles is also a
That's
good
what the
band name.
segment's called, little jingles.
Little Jingles. I was thinking like a band name or something like that. Like a children's choir would be called Little Jingles.
Yeah.
Or like an elf's name. Like for a
Um,
Santa elf. Not like cool elf.
Mr. Santa.
Yes, Little Jingles. What
I
are we?
was gonna be, what I was gonna say was,
Little Jingles set the toilet on fire.
Oh, Little Jingles, not again.
Little Jingles drank all your milk again.
Oh gosh. Okay, we're done with this. Anyways,
would you like to tell your story first?
yeah, I'll tell my story first. Which one? I've got two this time.
Jacob, how's your July been?
It's been pretty good. I've been just chilling, doing the usual. A few interesting things happened. I had almost 2 instances where I could have died this month. Yes.
Wow.
One, yeah, one is not as much me could have died, but the person I was with. so basically, I was hammocking with my girlfriend Ash and our friend Lizzie, and we were all sitting in one hammock, just chilling, just all sitting there.
Hammocking as you
Yeah,
do.
as you do, yeah. And we're under a bridge, and a caterpillar's
Your
on the
trolls under a bridge.
bridge. Kind of, yeah. There's a caterpillar on the bridge, and we're like, oh, that's a caterpillar. We none of us really like bugs.
Classic. See a caterpillar. Oh, that's a
that's-
caterpillar.
Yeah, exactly. As you react to most caterpillars. And Lizzie was like, oh, guys, you know that caterpillar's fuzzy, right? And we were like, yeah, and? She's like, that means they're poisonous. And so all of us are low-key babies. So we all freaked out. We were like, there's a poisonous caterpillar right above us. And obviously the unspeakable happens. It falls on us, lands in the hammock, on the edge of the hammock, like up where no one's sitting. And so Lizzie freaks out. She takes off her shoe. It's closest to her. So she takes off her shoe and like tries to like keep it from falling further in. So she's just like, she didn't want to, I don't know why we didn't just kill it. I think since it's a hammock and we hit it, it would have just bounced it further into us. So we were like, we can't hit it. So she was like
plus,
holding it there.
You learn in Boy Scouts, you're not supposed to kill the creatures.
Yeah.
You're supposed to run away.
But like, so we were just like holding it up against the thing, and Lizzie was like freaking out. I was the man of the situation there. So they were like, Jacob, take the shoe and swoosh it off. So I'm going to go ahead and preface this. This is kind of my fault. So I'm in the middle. Ash is on my left, and Lizzie's on the right with the caterpillar. And so I'm like, I take the shoe. I take the shoe that's still held up against. I just like place my hand and place Lizzie's
you
hand.
wield your
behind.
weapon. Got it.
Yes, and I'm holding the caterpillar there, and I just give a little. In case you weren't watching, it's just like a little flick of the wrist to like swoop it off the.
Look at the wrist. Got it.
But that didn't work. The caterpillar flew directly into the hammock, deep in the like the center, the hangy down part, deep in the center where I was. So Lizzie freaks out, and Ash does too. All three of us really do. So since they're on the edges, they go whoop away from the center, like up, because a hammock is kind of like a V shape. So
Sure.
if they would go like up the V, they like push themselves up, and that like straightens out the hammock, which makes me like fly up into the air. I land back into the hammock, which then causes Lizzie to yoink out of the hammock. So she's falling out of the hammock, which then causes me to fall out of the hammock, which then causes Ash to fall out of the hammock. So basically, Lizzie
Classic.
falls first. It was really kind of scary, actually. We fell hard. I mean, we were like probably like a good 4 feet in the air, which isn't that high, but like still kind of scarily high to not have any way to catch yourself because you get thrown out. And so Lizzie, might be closer to 5 feet. Lizzie falls directly.
There's no way you were 5 feet in the air.
I don't know, man.
How, bro?
5 feet isn't that tall. I mean, you're like 6 foot. I'm like 6 foot.
How in the world?
That's like no, Carter. 5 feet is like would be like up to like. It's not that high.
There's no way. When you were hanging, could your feet touch the ground?
No.
How far did you fall when you jumped out of the hammock?
It was,
That
it's high,
is,
like
dude.
it was like up to like my chest.
Yeah, but when you sit in it, it doesn't sink. It sinks all the way down to like so far.
All right, maybe 4 feet. I'll give you 4 feet.
There's no way it was 4 feet.
It was like 4 feet, dude.
Fine,
I'm telling you. Anyways, Lizzie falls directly onto her booty. She just falls and hits her butt.
Her booty.
I fall, and I kind of fall head first, and like, I kind of catch myself, but more just like slide across my arms, and then I fall and land on my knees, and then fall face first. But Ash got the worst of it. She falls. She like loses all momentum, so she doesn't like jump out. Like, cause me and Lizzie, we were yoinked out, but we kind of like were able to not catch ourselves, but we were kind of able to like keep ourselves,
Yeah.
Ash lost all her momentum and fell literally straight to the ground face first. Like it was scary. Like she just fell straight to the ground, and she almost hit her head on these rocks because it was under a bridge. There were a bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
And we thought she was gonna we thought she might have like broken her shoulder because she like fell on it and hit a rock. Because like the bridge we were on goes like also kind of like a V, like under the bridge, and the bridge goes across it of like rocks, and it's kind of like stairs, so it goes like that,
Yeah.
And so she like whacked her shoulder like on the rock as she was falling because like it just clipped her, and that was really scary. So, anyways, that's the story of how the cat. Oh no, there's more to the story. I almost forgot
yeah?
the most frightening part. We're sitting there. Me and Lizzie go and help Ash up because, like you said, she got the worst of the fall. She's fine. She just jammed her elbow like up. And so we help her up. We start taking down the hammocks because we weren't getting back into hammocks after that. And Ash goes, Jacob. I'm like, what? She goes, he's on you. And I was like, what? And I looked down, and the caterpillar was on my knee. And I freaked out and just brushed him off, and we all freaked out. But yeah, that's the story about how that caterpillar defeated all 3 of us in a duel.
I know you have a second story that how you almost died twice, but
The next one is more related to me, and it literally was almost dead. Like, that one was a little bit of a
well,
stretch.
I also
but-
almost died, so I'll tell mine, and then
Okay.
you can tell how you almost. I didn't realize until now that both of our stories
Were dangerous.
are about us almost dying.
Okay.
But yeah, here's my story. Okay, so it's 4th of July. Okay,
Yes.
and
I was
we
there.
have we have used a bunch of fireworks already in the street. And in fact, me and my friend Rim, shout out, he's been on the show before. Me and Rim decided it'd be funny to use you see YouTube videos of people putting Germ-X on their hands and then lighting the Germ-X on fire and it looks like their hands on fire for like a split second. It's fun. Well, we were like, well, how about this? How about we make a line of Germ-X all the way leading up to the fuse of the firework and light the Germ-X on fire so it looks really cool when
was
it lights the
beautiful.
firework, right? First of all, it worked. It was really dope. And
We
so
made
we
the
decided
Triforce.
to draw stuff with the Germ-X and light that on fire. It was great. Well, one thing led to another, and next thing you know, me and Rem and a few others are in our car driving to Walmart to buy a watermelon because there's no way we're not going to blow up a watermelon. And so we have like 4 mortars left, okay, and 2 watermelons.
See, sadly, I'm actually excited because I sadly wasn't here for this part.
Yeah, you
I
were
was there
not.
for the drawings, but my
You
friend
decided to play Wii bowling.
I did play
instead.
Wii bowling, and then I went because my friend had to watch his dogs, so I had to go. I went with
Yeah,
him
yeah.
to watch his dogs, but I did play Wii tennis, not
Sorry,
bowling.
sorry.
The superior one is Wii tennis. Anyways, I'm excited for this story.
Yeah. Anyway, so we go to what I call the secret place.
Yeah, we
Based
do
on the
have a
name, I
secret
can't
place.
really tell you where it is, but it's basically this big gravel circle in the middle of the neighborhood that I live in.
Well, like the
And-
corner of the neighborhood.
Yeah, basically. So we go there, and we put the watermelon as far away from our car as possible. And what we did, okay, was we really thought this through. We carved a hole the exact size of the mortar in the middle of the watermelon, and then what we were going to do is drop the watermelon in the hole and turn the watermelon over so that the hole is on the ground, so that when the mortar blows up, the top is facing like the majority of the watermelon, so we get maximum watermelon explosions.
Yeah.
So that was the plan, and the first one doesn't work because the watermelon juices soaked the fuse, and so it wouldn't light. It was really disappointing, but we had more mortars. So
And more watermelon.
yeah. So we already wasted one mortar, so that was sad. So we put that one aside, got a different one, lit it, ran as fast as we could away. It exploded. It was great.
Yeah.
Funniest, super funny, hilarious. I was gonna say funniest thing ever, but just wait to hear the rest of the story. That was funny. Okay, and everyone laughed, everyone cheered. It was great, and everyone was like, "Yeah, okay, we
Cool,
both put
yeah.
watermelon. Let's go." And because we only had one more watermelon, and we'd already wasted one of our mortars trying to do that, and that mortar trying to do that, and we were like, "Well, there's one more watermelon. Might as well blow it up." Well, but it was getting like really late.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my story straight here. It was like getting late, and everybody else wanted to go back home, and me and Rim were committed, and we're like, we have one more watermelon. We are not leaving until this watermelon blows
Maximum,
up.
as many watermelon explosions as possible.
Yes. So what we decided to do was cut another hole in this watermelon. So we got 2 holes, fill it up with both the mortars. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I remember now. So I said 4 mortars, I think, but we only had 3, and one of which got wet with the juices, so we only had 2. But this second watermelon had 2 holes, and we weren't about to, just
Not
put
yet.
one mortar in there. We're gonna get that second one to light. So me and Rim are like out in this big gravel field, trying to light this fuse of this wet thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the car, so finally, like the only way to make this light was to cut most of the fuse off, the wet parts of the
Yeah.
fuse, and light it super
Oh,
close
no.
to the end.
Oh no.
So
no.
so we cut the wet part off, and I was like, Reb, this is a bad idea. It's gonna we'll have absolutely no time to run if you light it right there. And we were like, but
So
we, didn't-
be
we
it.
were committed. Okay, so if that's what needed to happen, that's
Oh,
what needed
no.
to happen. So
Yeah.
we finally got it to light, and we run. Okay, and. We're both wearing like flip flops, so we're not running as fast as we should be running. And it blows up nearly instantly. We were not 5 feet away from this watermelon when it exploded. Literally, a fat chunk of watermelon flew past my ear like a rocket. I heard the whoop. And Lizzie, who was at Jacob's story as well,
Yeah.
Lizzie was actually there too, standing outside the car, got freaking hit with with basically a piece of firework. Like one of the,
Oh,
I don't even
no.
know how a mortar really works, but some sort of flaming object freaking hit her in the leg, and she got a little burn mark there now.
Oh no.
She was fine. though,
Lizzie's
don't
getting the
worry.
worst in all these situations.
Yeah, I know. And then that's when we saw that the neighbors were watching us, and I don't know how long they'd been watching us from their screen door, but we decided to leave it at that. And
Yeah.
I'll play the sound bite for you right now because
There it is.
because I got a video of it because it was hilarious. So I'll play that for you right now because it sounds like death. It's hilarious. I may or may not have actually played it right then, if I can actually find it on my phone. So there's that.
Well, that's fun.
And that's how I almost died.
Wow.
No regrets though.
Yeah, no regrets.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it. It's successful. I saw a video. It was fantastic.
And next year I will be blowing up.
All sorts of fruits.
Well, I was going to say a tower of watermelon.
Oh, or like a pyramid.
That's good too.
You know how they do it like at the grocery stores? They make like
Or
shapes.
Yeah. Or a better idea is we all pick a different
fruit.
large fruit
I pick
and
a
or
pineapple.
vegetable. Like we can get a pineapple in here.
Oh, like a melon?
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Some sort of cantaloupe.
Another cantaloupe, yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin would
fun.
be good.
Yeah. And if this says anything about America,
What
that's
is
how
it?
you celebrate 4th of July.
Truly. My last story. This one I legitimate. Both these mine. The chances of me hitting my head on a rock and dying were pretty slim. Carter, a little higher, but still, you probably were gonna die. This
Yeah.
last story, I legitimately if there was one thing different in the story, I probably would be at least paralyzed. So basically, Defy. First of all, before we get into the story,
You got to explain what it is.
Defy is a trampoline park. Used to be called High Rise, but someone bought it, so now it's Defy. But it's basically the same thing. I don't know if you've ever been to a trampoline park, but it's just a bunch of trampolines and things to climb on, like foam pits, and it's like a workout and it's fun and it's just all around a good time.
It's like a ball pit,
Yeah.
in places, but
It's like
instead of
American
balls, it's
Ninja Warrior
trampolines.
or Wipeout, but you get to go do it. So basically, there's this one when you walk in, you see all the trampolines, and towards the back, there's this place, and it's just like a big foam pit with a some trapeze and stuff you hang from. Well, the trapeze is the first thing up there, and it's really high up in the air. I couldn't tell you how many feet. I mean, it's pretty high up.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not going to give an estimate of how many feet because I would
So
most
you don't
likely
look
be
like
really long.
Yeah, so you don't look like a dweeb.
So in front of it, those little personal home workout trampolines you got that smaller for one person?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah, they're elevated above the ground. They're not fancy. Well, they had one of those, and it's tilted backwards a little bit towards you so that you could run, jump off of it, and then jump to the trapeze because, like I said, the trapeze is really high. So it's there. I didn't even know if I could reach the trapeze at first because it's like I said, it's pretty far. So I run, I jump, hit off the trampoline, and grab the trapeze, and I was like, okay, I made it. I did it. So I'm on the trapeze and I'm swinging back and forth, and I'm like, cool, I did it. I made it, right? I was trying to think of what I was thinking, but I was literally just thinking, cool. And so I was with my girlfriend Ash and her brother, and I was swinging from all the momentum I got, just swinging back and forth, and they were like, do a flip. So I was like,
Hey, bro, do the flip.
yeah, exactly. Do a
Do
barrel
a flip,
roll.
bro.
No, I was like, okay, I'll do a flip. So I started to. I just went backwards as you do when you're hanging.
You
from
did a
something.
flip, yeah, sure.
Well, I started to, and I made it about halfway, but the trapeze was so big, and I had such a wide stance on it, or with my arms, they were so wide that the hole between my arms and the trapeze, the pole, was not big enough for me to fully flip under through, right? So like my legs just like wouldn't go through. I mean, maybe if I really tried, but I wasn't that committed. So I was just hanging upside down. I was pretty confident. I mean, I wasn't like shaking upside down. Like I knew I was just hanging upside down, trying to get through. I was like, this isn't gonna work. So in my mind, I was like, I don't want to have to go back down. Like my arms are getting tired. I'll just let go. And I'll just fall into the foam pit. And I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what I'd kind of forgotten, because I'm upside down, so I'm not really processing things the same way, is that I'm still swinging. So I was just going to let go and thought I would fall into the foam pit. But when I let go, I was on the upswing, like towards the ground, like
Yeah.
the hard floor.
Yeah.
And so,
Bad directions.
yeah, so I'm hanging upside down and I let go, and all of a sudden I just hear everybody go, like start yelling. And I thought I was going
The
to die.
silent gasp.
Yeah. And I fall, and if that trampoline, the little mini trampoline wasn't there, or even if it wasn't angled, I probably would have died, because I hit right like where your neck turns into your back, that area, like right there, and I rolled, since the trampoline was slanted, I hit it and I rolled backwards and like landed on my feet. It was kind of cool actually. So like I hit that and rolled off and landed on my feet, and like the lady that worked there and Ash and her brother and like these other random people were like, "Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I made it." And they're like, "No, you didn't." I was like, "Yeah, I did," because I did
You
land.
gotta play it off like
technically.
you meant to. You're
I
like,
did. Yeah, I was, because I was actually a little shocked. Like I was on my feet. I was like, "What happened?"
Did you guys see that, bro?
Yeah, exactly. I was like totally meant to do that. But like if I missed that, or if that trampoline wasn't there, or if I had like gone at an angle, or even if it wasn't slanted, I probably would have broken my neck, because all of the force just would have gone right there. And
Wow.
that's the
crazy.
story.
Well, I'm glad you didn't die.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I didn't die either. It's one of those things that like trampoline parks that you always hear, like all the old people are like, "Oh, they're so dangerous." And like you always hear like people are always getting hurt at those. And you're like, "Nah, I'm never going to get hurt." And like everybody knows someone who's like, "Oh yeah, I know a guy who knows a guy who got hurt there." But like you
I
never,
know a guy who knows a guy who like broke
Yeah.
both his legs and an arm.
It's like, yeah, I knew a guy that like got decapitated at one of those, but like you don't actually know him.
Right.
And it just doesn't seem like it's ever actually
It
going to happen.
seems surreal.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm not going to get hurt. And then like you almost get hurt and you're like, whoops. But then
Yeah.
like it didn't change it for me. I was there for 2 more hours and I was just getting, I was like, if I die, I die.
no fear.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
That's what you got to do.
That was a good story. Good stories.
Thank you. I
Good
appreciate
stories
that.
all around. I'm going to use the last few minutes of our time to say a couple things. One being, if you've been watching instead of listening, if you're a viewer on the YouTubes, you probably have realized that Jacob is the one wearing the
What?
headphones right now.
Yeah.
And
And with
which
the
is
computer.
usually me. I'm usually with the headphones because I usually edit Squabble afterwards. We record, and then I'm usually the editor
Mm-hmm.
here. But from now on, most of the time, it's going to be Jacob who puts his
Yes.
name in that description there.
Because I'm trying to get into the editing world, so I need the experience.
Yeah. And then additionally, I am kind of taking over. I'm kind of starting a new project.
Yes.
Which I can't tell you 100%. It's a new. I'm going to say this. Squabble is now Squabble Studios. For the
What?
record, in case you didn't know, like on our Patreon, it says Squabble is creating an empire, and people were like, "Why is it not Squabble is creating a podcast? Because that's what you're creating, right?" And I'm like,
Multiple
"Well,
things.
yes, but like." That's not all we're doing.
Yeah.
Like on YouTube, we got like Jacob Tries Snacks up there.
Short skits on our
And
Instagram.
short skits, yeah. And I wanted to keep it open for other stuff because like I don't want to just do a
Yeah.
podcast. I want to do everything.
And I mean, we've done we've had experiments. We had movie reviews on our website.
yeah, we
for a
had
little bit,
movie
and
reviews.
Twitch,
That was
we
the
had gaming.
very first thing.
We
Yeah,
had gaming for a little bit. So, we got to mix things up, keep you guys on your toes.
exactly. So like,
Songs, we're songwriters, technically.
we're doing songs now apparently, and so like it's Squabble Studios, and we want to empower other stuff,
Yeah.
And so the next step is another podcast that I'm working on.
Yes,
What
I
were you
won't be.
gonna
I won't be a part of the next podcast. I know you might miss me, but I'm also working on something else that might be a part of Squabble.
But
Who
don't
knows?
worry. This Squabble, okay, is the hub.
Yeah.
Okay, Squabble
We're not going
is the
anywhere.
stem, is the roots. Squabble podcast, this podcast right here is the roots of a flower that has yet to bloom.
Yes,
So this will be here forever and ever. Don't worry. I mean, probably forever and ever.
as
Till
long
the
as
world
we're
ends,
alive.
I suppose.
If we did die, we already have our backups.
It's true. We
have
we
people-
actually have is ordained the right word?
We've come up. I don't think we've told these people. But
No, we have.
We have.
We have ordained people to take over our spots if we so happen to die.
Yes, we have.
So,
We won't reveal to them.
yeah, so don't
You-
worry.
you will.
Squabble's not ending anytime soon. We're just, the Squabble Empire, Squabble Studios
It's expanding.
Yes.
Jinx.
And so it's gonna be interesting.
be on
So
the
keep a
lookout.
lookout. Yeah, if you're on the Patreon, if you're subscribed to Patreon, if you are a
Patron.
patron on Patreon,
There you go.
you already know what we've started because we actually recorded the first episode of it yesterday. So keep a lookout on that and stay updated on our Instagram because we're posting little hints over there as well, and it's gonna be really, 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 really interesting.
Yes, it is.
So
I guess that is it.
I guess that is it.
So thanks for tuning in.
Well, we gotta shout out our stuff. That was like a lot of announcements, and we totally forgot to say that you can check us out on
I was
Instagram and
about to.
Facebook
That's
at
how it
Squabble
goes.
Podcast.
Thanks for
Oh,
tuning in. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. That's the
Okay,
script,
I thought you were
brother.
about to say snap me later. And
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
whoa, don't jump the gun.
I was just following
Or
the
don't
script
jump
now.
the snap.
I've got the computer in front of me, which we just have the script memorized. We don't even need the script anymore. Isn't
Honestly,
that crazy?
honestly, that
it
is
goes,
crazy.
thanks for tuning in. Feel free to like,
Should I say
comment.
it with you so we
Yeah,
can
sure.
prove that I also memorize
Yeah.
it?
Feel free to like, follow, subscribe.
Okay, maybe
and
we
comment.
don't. We have a rough estimate.
Yeah.
On our Instagram and Facebook at
Yes.
Squabble Podcast. We also have. No. You can also
Patreon.
find us. Oh yeah, we also have a Patreon.
Which we talked about.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna skip that step.
Mm-hmm.
Donate $1 at least. $1 is just $12 a year. Come on.
Mm-hmm. You could find $12 in like your couch cushions.
Honestly, throughout the year. I mean, I do. I guess we don't have a script
we do.
memorized.
We also have a website that you can listen to us on,
No,
as
we,
well as
not yet. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify,
Sound,
iTunes,
not SoundCloud, iTunes. Yeah.
iTunes,
As
and
well
our
as a
website.
website. Oh god.
And our website, squabblepodcast.com.
That's we need to reprint it out. For now, that's it. You've heard our.
You
other
really
episodes.
jinxed us saying that we memorized it.
I did.
We're just gonna snap
Yeah,
later.
we'll
okay?
just. Thanks for tuning in. We'll snap you later. Everything's going wrong.